Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to another video of the life of Lee. What is today? It's Monday. I don't even know what the date is. Hold on. August the 5th, 2019. I'm so ready for all this to be over with. I can't even lie to you. I have to be out of this Airbnb by Saturday. I have to have it cleaned up and done by Saturday at 11 a.m. It's been a complete shit show since we got here. We've been here literally the 10th, will be 30 days. The air conditioner has been broke all 30 days. Well, I can't say that. The first 25. If it miraculously starts working in these last days, I'll be super pissed. It's been 78 degrees in the house every single night. All day, it's super hot. There's no relief. I think I've already told you guys, there was an ant infestation in the kitchen. Whoever rented this place in the winter did not cover the pipes, and it busted. So then the master closet got flooded, then ruined clothes. Let me see what else. I kind of think that's it. But it's just, been, the new neighbor. Can't forget about the new neighbor way over there. Haven't seen her outside. She must be, either not there or I don't know where she's at. But, we now have to go move to a hotel for a couple of weeks until the electric gets put up. It's a damn mess. But, I went to Chick-fil-A today because my kids love going to Chick-fil-A, and it was a lot of fun. And I got into the play area, and there was this little kid, and he was kind of like standing up, like where you take your shoes off, there's like a little cushion. He was standing up, and I came walking in, and he goes, "Hello, what is your name?" And I just kind of like looked around like, who is this kid talking to? And then he said, "Hello, can you hear me? What's your name?" This kid was 5. And I was like, "Oh, my name's Lee. What's your name?" And he said, "My name's Corbin. It's a pleasure to meet you." And I was like, "The pleasure's all mine." And I don't know, but I guess all these kids saw me watching my kids, because my kids are 2 and 4, and so they started to swing off of things, and Kaiser's always like, "Mom, watch this," and then Dakota says, "Mom, watch this," and so I'm watching them, and then Corbin's like, "Hey, Lee, watch this," and then his brother hears him talking to me, and so then his brother was like, "Hey, watch this, Mom," and then before it's over with, there's like 12 kids in there. They're all doing tricks off the slide and swinging off stuff, and they're all telling me, "Hey, watch this, hey, watch this, hey, look at my baby, hey, look at this, da 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 da," and I was just like, where are the other parents at? Why are y'all not in here? This is I can't do this. It was like I was mobbed, I was mobbed. But it was a lot of fun. We had a really good time playing in Chick-fil-A. And, I tried some new makeup, and I'm not for sure how I feel about it. I actually just got the new Pretty Rich palette. Copper eyes. I really like them. But anyways, I don't know. Guys, I don't know what to do about this hotel. I think it's going to be the death of me. I'm there's people out there that can totally live in a hotel and just be cool with strangers coming in and going through their stuff and cleaning up their room, and that's not me. I don't like living in a hotel, at all. The water's weird. The showers are always full blast, blow you away. It's just not for me. But it's temporary, and I get it. So Sorry, my kids are in their wrecking shop. And then, I had to find a place for my dog. It just fucking mess. That's what it is. It's a friggin' mess. Anyways, I heard a story today, and it was talking about whenever this guy was young and he went to a party. And if you're one of my friends that's known me since junior high, which you know who you are, I threw a hellacious, I think it was like my 14th birthday party. I can't really, it was either my 13th or my 14th. But I remember I threw a hellacious party that was talked about literally the whole year. And I had people that I had never, well, I don't want to say never, just people I just normally, sorry, my husband came out here. Anyways, back to the story. I remember back in the day, I threw this hellaciously huge party. And I can't really say the names of the people because I don't know if they want to, if they want me to, like, I don't want to say expose them, but their parents were so chill and, like, so laid back. And it was two sisters, and one was an older sister. We'll call her Stacy. I don't know why I would call her. That's such an old name. I mean, not saying that's, like, old. I mean, it's just, like, old school. Like 90210 Stacy. Anyways, let's say the older sister's name was Stacy and the younger sister's name was Jessica. Which I do have a best friend named Jessica, but it wasn't her. Anyways, so it was me and my two really close friends that were sisters. Ooh, something's crawling on me. And then Stacy and Jessica, who were sisters, and we all kind of hung out. And Stacy and Jessica lived, like, way out in the country. Well, I say way out. It wasn't, like, really far way out. If you're from Moore, if you know where 149th and Anderson Road is, it's, like, kind of far, but not really far. It was just kind of out in the sticks. Like, police will not show up unless there's, like, a murder scene or a fire. Like, if you call and say there's some kids, acting a fool or something, they're not gonna show up. So I remember, like, Stacy had invited, like, all of her friends from the country. Jessica had invited all of her friends from the country. I had invited all my friends from school, and then my other two closest friends that I kind of grew up with that were from a southern state. I'll just give you that as a clue. Very, like, hey y'all kind of vibes. You might know who I'm talking about. People who know me will know who I'm talking about. It was two sisters that I hung out with. My mom was really close with them. We all kind of grew up together. They invited all their friends because they had 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 kids in their family. And so all those people came, and then all those 5 people's friends came. Okay, so let me give you some backstory on the parents of Stacy and Jessica. I don't really want to say this because it's not really my place to say. They were adopted, and by these super nice people, and they were so cool. They were, like, a little bit older, probably 50, 60 at the time. That we were, like, 13 to 15 was our age group of all the kids, and they just didn't care. It was like a big party house, and they had, like, a trailer on the property, like a camper trailer, and what else? And then, like, their regular house, but it was like they had these light poles up on their property, and just, like, all this open space. And I don't even know how this happened, but I think from what I remember, like, they either went and bought us beer. I think the parents, I can't really remember, but we had a bunch of beer. And then all the people that Stacy had invited, who was these older guys that were like, I don't know, probably like 15, 16, 17, they had beer, and then they brought beer, and then all my friends, I don't even know how these kids got rides out to 149th and Anderson Road, because back in the day, like, you know, you had to get a ride from your mom, or, I mean, you can't just ride bikes, because where we lived and where this was like a good 15 miles away, 10 to 15 miles away. These kids aren't going to be riding their bikes from Moore to, you know, wherever. But somehow everybody had a ride out to this house. And so Stacy and Jessica's parents, like I said, they were older, and they ended up, you know, falling asleep. We had such a big, huge party. Like, things started getting out of control, and you know, people were just making out with whoever, and then like people were kind of sneaking off in the woods, but not really the woods, because it wasn't really like a wooded area, and they were like off having sex, and I don't know, we were all like chugging beers, and just things just got so out of control. And then I don't know how, but there was like this big line, like two lines of people, like a line and a line, and then down the middle people were like running down the middle doing crazy things and getting hurt. And I remember this kid got hit with a cinder block, like in the head. It was so insane. This is how I knew it was a big ass party, because the freaking sheriff showed up. And the sheriff does not come out. Like, the police don't even come out. Like I said, it has to be a fire or a murder scene for even a police officer to show up. But a sheriff showed up. And everybody kind of scattered. And we all just started like hiding beer under the little camper trailer, you know, and he was like, "What's going on?" And we were all just like completely lit. And we're just like, "Oh, it's my birthday, you know, it's our birthday party, blah, blah, blah." And he was like, "Okay, well, you guys just, you know, kind of keep it down a little bit." And he left. He left us to get back to partying. People came crawling back out of the woods like it wasn't a thing. They just came right back out of the woods like it was nothing, and we just got back to partying. So, you know, that was like on a Saturday night or Friday night. I can't really remember. But I was pretty hungover the next morning. We got caught because there were so many beer bottles and so many cans outside. Jessica and Stacy's mom, their poor mom, man. Their dad was so cool. He was out there trying to pick up cans, like real early in the morning, like 5 or 6 in the morning. Like we had just went to bed, and he had just woke up at like 5 or 6. And he was out there picking up cans because he didn't want us to get in trouble, because he wanted us to still be able to go out and party or something, you know, later that night. But there was so many damn cans and so many bottles. Like, I'm talking, there was a lot. And so, you know, their mom, she got up the next morning and she was just like, "How was the party?" And like, we were all hungover, and people were sleeping all over her house that she didn't even know. Girls half naked. It was crazy. And she stepped outside, and it just looked like, I don't know, like it was just a big club or something. That was so much fun. It really was. Now that I really sit back and think about it, like, it was totally reckless, and I hope my kids never do something like that. But I mean, nobody got hurt except for that guy that, you know, got that cinder block dropped on his head. Anyways, except for that one guy. Sorry, I had to pause. My kid came out here. I don't really talk about that kind of stuff when he got here. The only person who got hurt was that one guy who got hit in the head with the cinder block. That I remember. But, you know, I swear to God, there was like 50 or 60 people out there. And for a 13 or 14-year-old's birthday party, in the middle of the night, partying until 4 a.m., that's pretty good. that just goes to show you I've been partying like a damn rock star all the way up until I was 13. Anyways, I went to school, on Monday, and my mom had no idea about it. She was just like, "What did you do out at Heather's?" And I was like, "Oh, we went skating or, something." Oh, I hope she doesn't watch this video. I would so get busted. I don't think I've ever told her, ever. Anyways, I went to school the next day, on Monday. Everybody and their mama was talking about how awesome that party was. And I remember this really cool guy, his name was Gabe. That's the only name I'll give out. But his name was Gabe. And he was really cool. Just a friend of mine. And, anyways, he was just a friend of mine. And, I remember, like, we were friends, but it was like we didn't really, kind of, like, hang out. Like, if we saw each other in, class or something, it was just like, hey, whatever. Like, acquaintances, I guess. I mean, I'd have his back, some shit went down and I was there. But we just didn't, like, really hang out. He came up to me and he was like, dude, that was the best party I've ever been to. And I'm not saying this in a rude way, like, I didn't invite him. I mean, I don't care that he came. It was just like, people just showed up that I didn't even invite. Like, they were there. I'm happy that they were there, but he was like, dude, that was the best party I've ever been to. Like, I hope you throw another party like that. And we did. We threw some more. It was a lot of fun. But it makes me laugh to think that my first huge party that I threw with me and my friends was my 13th or 14th birthday party. That's so funny to me. Probably one of the best, especially safety-wise. I can't really say that about the other ones, but that's for another video. Let me know if you like these story times. I didn't have a whole lot to talk about today, but I want to start trying to make videos every single day, and just, kind of a little glimpse into my life and, how things go. And let me know if you guys like these. I got plenty more of them. So please hit the like button if you like it, and please leave some comments. I love reading comments, and so leave some comments, and please subscribe, because I really like making videos and I want to start making more. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.